This is Mr. Ryhoff. This is Mr. Wildis, the lawyer, and the two sons.
Can we switch the lawyer around?
Okay.
Just put the father next to him? Sure.
Okay, sure.
There you go.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yep.
Do you need to bring a microphone up here?
Got it.
Okay, good. All right. Anyway, my name is Senator Chuck Schumer. I am joined by Vasily Ryhoff and his two sons, Alex, who is 15, and Daniel, who is 9, as well as Michael Wiles, the lawyer. Do you need to get set up too? Come on. Okay. Is there enough room? We'll go. Sorry, we're a little cramped here.
May I ask a question in Russian for
Later.
Meanwhile,
Please, no. Please wait till the end. Okay? Thank you.
I don't know why I have to miss my deadline because of people who are late.
Such is life.
Life is not fair.
Daniel?
Who's the other guy? Where is he? Oh.
He's right.
Nation and murdered Vasily Ryhoff's wife, Tatiana. Those days where, for me, it's great to be a public servant. When you're able to help individuals make their lives better, it just means a whole lot. Let me tell you the story of the Ryhoff family. The terrorists who attacked our nation and murdered Vasily Ryhoff's wife, Tatiana, hated America for the very reasons that the Ryhoff family wanted to make America its home. Our diversity, our tolerance, our unparalleled opportunities to succeed. The family's life was shattered on September 11th. Mrs. Ryhoff was killed in the World Trade Center. And it would be a shame to shatter their dream of remaining in America. That's why I had my office contact the INS, and we said to the INS, figure out a way that the Ryhoff family could gain permanent residence here in America. They were about to be deported. The INS, to their credit, fully cooperated. Sometimes, you know, the bureaucracy works in funny ways, but when we lit a fire under the New York office, they really tried hard, and we are happy to let you know that the Ryhoff family will be able to stay here in America. The dream not only of the three of them, but of Mrs. Ryhoff, who was killed on 9/11 in the Twin Towers. Let me tell you their story. It's typical of many immigrants struggling to make America their new home. Vasily Ryhoff's late wife was a computer specialist, and she came to the United States in 1989 with their older son, Alex. Vasily was able to follow in 1991, and his wife and son and he moved to Westchester, New York. In 1996, his wife applied for permanent residency and the visa lottery run by the INS. She was fortunate enough to be chosen in mid-2001. I just told the Ryhoffs I wrote the law for the immigrant lottery. Although I had nothing to do with her being selected, they do it by lot. Just a few months later, Mrs. Ryhoff was at her job on the 93rd floor of Trade Center Tower 2 when the terrorist attacks occurred, and she was killed. After the attack, Vasily and the family thought they wouldn't have a problem staying in the United States. After all, his wife, having won the lottery, was about to get a green card. He applied for permanent residency, and to his amazement, was rejected. But we couldn't figure it out. Mr. Wiles, their lawyer, came to us, and we have just now heard some great news. The INS told me that Vasily will be eligible to apply for citizenship under the Patriot Act, and it now looks like the application process will go forward smoothly. We don't expect a hitch. His sons, of course, are citizens themselves. Daniel being born here, and Alex having been made a citizen while he was living here. How old were you when you came over?
I was about 2.5.
2.5. Okay. So, at last, Mr. Ryhoff and his two sons can have some peace to what's been an ongoing personal tragedy. To suffer the loss of a loved one is the most difficult ordeal anyone can cope with. And then add that, the possibility of getting upended from your home and whisked away overseas, it's almost too much to bear. The INS made the right move. I'm glad they heeded our call. Now we just hope that the Ryhoffs can do their best to put this part of their episode behind them and move on with their lives as New Yorkers and proud Americans. To think that this poor man would have had a green card had his wife not perished, but then was going to lose it because she died, makes this case even more poignant. Today we've righted a wrong, and the Ryhoffs can finally look to the future. With all they've been through, deporting a family who had suffered such a loss at the World Trade Center would have been unconscionable. So, as long as the rest of the process goes as smoothly as we expect, very soon I'm going to be there with Vasily and Alex and Daniel when they receive their green card and are on the road to American citizenship. And it's going to be a proud day for them, proud day for me, but best of all, a proud day for America, because that's what America's all about. I want to thank one person in particular, and that is Michael Wilds. Do you say Wilds or Wilders?
Wilds.
Wilds, who has been the lawyer. Mr. Ryhoff's lawyer, Mr. Wilds, he worked hard to see that this was done. He's a former federal prosecutor. He's done a great deal of immigration work, and I just want to thank him because he's done a very, very good job.
Thank you, sir.
Now we're going to have Mr. Ryhoff say a few brief words, and then we're going to call on Mr. Wilds to give some details of the case. No, please.
I'll be talking live.
Just talk from the heart.
Yeah. What I can say, everyone needs closure in their lives if something happens,
Step up.
Sure, that's about what I'm going through. It's about life, and it's about moving forward. You can move forward like this, when it's something just not solved. You can't sleep, you can't do anything. I just want to thank Senator Schumer for helping me out, and my lawyer, Michael Wilds, because he was there for me, helping me in anything he could, financial and with the word, and just calling me once in a while, that saying me words, don't worry. And that's what it is. We just need closure to this, and that we can move on and live life, remembering the people who are there. And that's all.
Thank you very much, Alex. Thank you. Now we're going to call on Michael, who will give you some more of the details.
Thank you, Senator Schumer, for your kind words and for everybody gathering today. It's as if, once again, we turned on a light and everything ran to the corners, and we, under the shining lights, will see what happened here. There is no reason that my client had to contend with bureaucrats or lawyers when he lost his wife, and who remains here permanently on U.S. soil. The Immigration Service has the opportunity, under a myriad of applications that our office has put forward for years, to approve his permanent residence. His son, Daniel, is a citizen. Alex is a permanent resident. He was accorded a green card based on the lottery that his father and mother had applied. And ultimately, we hope that the immigration laws of this country that would contemplate splitting a family in this case will be looked upon. And the challenge that the Immigration Service has post 9/11 is to cull out and to discern between keeping those that would want to between those that would want to harm us away, and between helping those victims that are caught in our web. If you are here, and certainly in the city where Lady Liberty sits but a few miles away, you are one of us, and we have to send that message out worldwide. If there are any questions on the case, I'd be happy to entertain them.
Her way to becoming a citizen. She's now deceased. Therefore, Alex